Hello, my name is Jack Harewood and I am one of the English teachers here at Zoloterra. We realise that English is a difficult language for people to learn. There are a lot of rules and there are a lot of exceptions to those rules, a lot of irregular things in the English language. Not just with rare words which we don't use often, but even with some of the most common words in the English language. Take, for instance, very. Watch it. Yeah? One of the first words people ever learn when they are studying English. You probably know that very is a modifier. It makes something stronger. For example, take the sentence, I like chaliabins. And I do like chaliabins. In fact, I like chaliabins stronger, so I want to express that, make it sound stronger. However, as you probably know, we cannot say in English, I very like chaliabins. This is an exception. The word very has a lot of irregular things to it. We cannot say, I very like chaliabins. This is wrong. We have to move very to the end of the sentence and say, I like chaliabins very much. Okay, that's a rule, and you will soon learn to use that rule. Unfortunately, that is not the only irregular thing with the word very. Take, for instance, good. Yeah? Another word which you learn very early in your English education. We can say very good to make it stronger. We can use very here in front of the adjective. And so this is correct. Now, another word which you might know, which means the same as very good, is great. However, what if we want to make great stronger? Very great? Unfortunately, no. Another irregularity with the word very in English. Unfortunately, very we cannot use with strong adjectives. Okay? We cannot use it with great, because great means very good. It is stronger. We cannot use very with strong adjectives. We cannot say very tiny. Tiny being a stronger version of small. We cannot say very huge. Huge being a stronger version of big. However, there is another word, another modifier, which to native speakers is every bit as common, as usual, and as natural as the word very. You probably know this word, really. It can mean honest or truthful, but it can also be used as a modifier, just like very. And unlike very, it doesn't have the irregularities, which means that I like chaliabins. We cannot say I very like chaliabins. We have to say I like chaliabins very much. However, we can say I really like chaliabins. You don't have to think. You just have to put the word in front of the one which it modifies. Easy. One less thing to think about. Because in English, there are a lot of those. And again, very modifying good. We can also say really good. Very good and really good, they both mean great. Remember, we cannot say very great because great is a strong adjective. However, we can say really great. And we can modify that further. So, one last point to make you sound more natural is, whenever you are thinking and you want to say ochin something with very, don't use very, use really. You will sound every bit, if not more natural, and you are less likely to make mistakes. That is the first trick I will teach you in helping your English. But there is number 2. I am not finished yet. A lot of students get confused with what in English are called countable and uncountable nouns. A countable noun, for example, friend, is, as you might guess, a noun which we can count. One friend, two friends, three friends, and so on. An uncountable noun is a noun which we cannot count. Yeah. One fruit, two fruit, three fruit. Yeah, we cannot count it. We don't say three fruits. Huh? Now, okay, you just have to learn those. However, we have two words here which modify friends and fruits, the number which we have. Okay? And because friend is countable, we have to use many. Because fruit is uncountable, we have to use much. We cannot just say something. We have two words here, and you have to know countable or uncountable. For example, I have many friends, and I hope you do. I bought much fruit. We cannot say I bought many fruit. It's uncountable, we have to say much. Now, the first point I would like to make is that much is, in this instance, this sentence, I bought much fruit. As a native English speaker, that sentence sounds strange. And it sounds strange for this reason. Instead of many and much, or rather many or much, and having to think, is it countable? 1, 2, 3 friends? Yes, it's countable. We can simply say a lot of. And here, like with very before, one less thing to think about. We can say, I have a lot of friends, I bought a lot of fruit. Countable, uncountable, it doesn't matter. Both can be used with a lot of. And. This sounds significantly, greatly more natural in English than to say, I have many friends. It sounds quite old-fashioned, very shirt and tie, very formal. I bought much fruit. Even the Queen doesn't say, I bought much fruit anymore. Okay? Everyone, every native speaker says, I have a lot of friends, I bought a lot of fruit. Okay? There is one small catch with this. One small catch. We cannot use a lot of in questions. Just when you thought I was giving you two easy tricks, okay? There is one small thing here. With questions we do have to use how many or how much. However, think, how often do you ask how many or how much of something compared to sentences? We use sentences 75–80% of the time, if not more. So, in most of the cases where you have to think countable or uncountable nouns, I have many friends, I have much fruit, I bought much fruit, you simply have to use a lot of. And again, one less thing to think about. So, I hope you've enjoyed my lesson today. Two nice tricks which will not only make English that little bit easier for you, but also, and more importantly, sound more natural.